still in there. Alright. Well, they almost got the cork.
Did you want to get that marshmallow, hon?
Yeah, do we need to put the marshmallow in there?
You could, but they were here for 3 days.
Yeah.
They probably accepted her scent in 3 days. But if you want to put the marshmallow in, we should do that. You have that? Yeah.
Okay, removing the cork.
Oops. Go ahead.
And putting in the marshmallow. Okay, the queen is still inside her little container. Putting a marshmallow in place of the cork.
Okay, she's still in there. So now they'll eat through that.
Oh, they've already got. Look at the comb they've got there, honey.
Yep, they're.
Come over here. Hold it on there, and then.
Falling down. That's not enough.
Afraid of squishing them.
No, I'm not. Might look like it, but I'm not.
Yeah.
They're just crawling all over me.
Yep.
Okay, that'll hold them. Alright. Now what we'll do is we'll pull this out and see the... Is it still smoking?
Did it go out?
No, not yet.
Give them a little smoke to calm them down. That's quite a hum they make.
Yeah. I mean, look at that.
Wow.
Where they've drawn it out already.
Yeah, not totally, but
right.
It started on this one too.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Right, so now we'll push her back. Still put those feeders on, or not?
Well, they're
empty.
They're empty.
So
I would say maybe the can one, if that's still got it in there.
Yeah, that still has it in there. See? It still has some, so you could put that in there.
Okay.
One thing that I've used, or I do use now.
Right.
It's a feeder that it's a top feeder. You ever see those?
Okay.
It's like a small box about this high.
Right.
Okay, all the way around. Then it has a plastic insert.
Oh, okay, yeah, I've seen that.
With the screen on it.
Yes.
And that's what I use.
Okay.
And then that way, you don't even have to use the inner cover when you put one of those on.
Okay.
So what you do is just put the lid on the outer cover, okay, and then when you want to fill it up, just pull the outer cover off and fill it up, because as long as you keep sugar water in there about maybe at least a ½ inch, they're not going to get out underneath the screen. The screen is supposed to keep them from it, but they do get out.
Right.
Especially if it's empty. So if you keep sugar water in there, they'll just keep feeding off that sugar water.
Okay.
And you can put, like, I'd say about 2.5 gallons in there at a time.
Okay.
And it'll last quite a few days.
Okay.
So that's the kind that I use.
All right.
I mean, I've started with, I never used the kind that you take a frame out.
Right, I saw those.
Yeah, I've never used them because they drowned very easily.
That's what I...
Yeah.
Okay.
So, anyway. So now they'll eat through that marshmallow and let her out. Raised my own queens for quite a few years now.
Right.
What I do is when I raise queen cells, there's like these little plastic, it's like a cone, okay, that you put the cell in.
Right.
And it's a protector.
Okay.
So that the bees can't tear it apart if they feel something wrong or whatever. It allows her to completely develop, and then she'll cut all around at the bottom and come out the bottom. That's how they come out of a cell.
The queen
emerge.
cell.
So what I would do then, once I make queen cells up, I put them in a plastic protector like that, and then stick it into the side of a frame, okay, where there's wax and stuff,
right,
and then close the frame up with it up against the next one, and then in a few more days after I put her in there, then she'll emerge, and now she's a virgin queen. All right, so what they'll have to do is keep feeding her royal jelly and get her good and strong,
right,
and get her bulked up. Then she'll go out for her maiden flight,
right,
which might be like a couple days, two days maybe. Then come back, and then within another day or two, she'll start laying eggs. You know, so.
Oh.
But yeah, these are supposed to be mated queens, which she should be.
Okay.
Now, I would say in another week, you could probably come back, open it up. By that time, they'll have more drawn out,
right,
for her to lay.
Okay.
So she'll probably be in there laying eggs.
Okay.
You know, eggs are very hard to see.
Yeah.
They're all the way down the bottom. Okay.
Yep.
And they look like a small miniature piece of rice.
Okay.
Is what an egg looks like.
Yep.
Then when the larvae starts getting bigger, they look like a seed.
Okay.
And then they get bigger,
Yep.
bigger, and then they fill the whole bottom of the cell.
Right.
And then usually by that time they're old enough where they just pack it up with food and then seal it.
Okay.
You know, so.
All right.
So anyway.
Well, neat. So do I need to be concerned about any other type of food for them? Maybe that
no,
in there.
Right now the best thing for them is sugar water. Because that way it'll help them to fill out more comb.
Okay.
Okay, so you want to keep feeding them, and especially when she starts laying.
Okay.
You know, because they have to make royal jelly. That's what queen gets fed, royal jelly only.
Right.
And they'll make royal jelly from the sugar water.
Okay.
Or, you know, they'll go out by that time and, you know, things will be more in bloom.
Right.
You'll see them coming in with pollen and everything like that. So they'll be coming in with nectar and pollen and everything. But if you keep feeding them, like especially at night, they don't fly at night.
Right.
But what they can do is come up to the feeder at night and feed and then continue, because they don't sleep.
Okay.
Bees don't sleep. You ever hear busy as a bee?
Yes.
Well, and they only live for 6 weeks.
Right.
And then they die. Now the queen should last 2 to 5 years.
Okay.
You know, but a lot of beekeepers, I don't do that, but a lot of beekeepers will, after 2 years, go in and kill the queen and replace her
Right.
with a new one.
Yeah.
So that's up to you whether you want to do that or not. You know, that's you know, it's something that you got to decide to do.
Right.
So anyway, it looks like you're on your way here.
Okay.